My name is famous Opio, and I'm Arnold Jones Ocen, and we are Uganda under 20 players, and we are twins.
All right. So now move on to the club you play for, and like what the league is called in Uganda.
The league is called the Nile Premier League, and we play for a club called Rhinos.
When did both of you start playing rugby? Also, and you might want to balance, if you say something and then if it's the same answer, maybe he says something.
We started playing rugby about 8 years ago. That was primary school.
Okay. Playing for so you're playing for the under 20s in the Barthes trophy. How is that experience for both of you? Because obviously you have different experiences. Now you both need to talk.
No, the experience has been nice coming to Nairobi. It's my first time. After being in Kenya, go to Nairobi. It's a good experience. Though the weather is unfriendly for us, the food is not. But it's a good experience. The rugby, getting to see other teams play and playing on the world stage. And it might be Africa, but it's the world stage. On my side, the experience is really beautiful. Everything, the rugby, then also outside the rugby, bonding with teammates, everything. It's nice. It's really nice. Beautiful.
When you were both called up, I'm assuming it was at the same time. Was there a conversation? Like, is this something you felt like, yes, I know I'm going to be called up, or this is something I'm aiming to do? But was it random? Was it a surprise?
Well, on that, we were both in the setup last year, but we actually didn't make the final team that traveled to Kenya. However, coming into this year, since we could still make the edge, we had to put in the work and work hard. Because obviously they won't say that since they're twins, both of them will make the team, but we all had to put in the work. Discussions, here and there, small, but yeah. And funny enough, the calls to join the team were different, but there are times when they would send us messages. Maybe there's a gym session, they send it one person. And the guy is like, tell your brother as well.
So, you've already touched on the fact that your brothers and they communicate maybe to one of you. How is it playing for the same team as brothers? Like, is it the same as playing with anybody else, or is it different?
People beg to differ. There's people who feel when we play for different teams, we develop better. There's people say you guys should keep in the same team, but personally, for me, it's better if we play together. I really don't know about that. However, there's things that we can achieve playing together that is hard to achieve playing with someone else. Because since we know ourselves like too much, we have played for a while together. Yes, there are things that we can do only if we are doing them together. I can just say Sisi, and he knows what to actually do.
Now I'm going to throw sort of curveball in the mix. Since you're brothers, and I'm assuming you know each other pretty well, you're gonna tell me what you feel got him called up to the team, and you're gonna tell me what you feel got him called up to the team.
He came into this tournament as a winger, but he's a versatile player. Can play in the wing, can play at fullback, can play at center, and has insane strength. I think that's what got him into this team. For his case, I think it's the same thing. The ability to play various positions and also the skills of this. Because there are people that comes and is only a winger. To generally be hard. Better trouble with people that can play as a winger. In case anything happens, you can as well stay play as a center. So that's ability to be versatile is what taught him.
Before this tournament, have either of you rather been to Kenya or played in Kenya or played against Kenyans? If yes, then talk about your experience. If not, then how has it been playing here against Kenya?
Actually, there was a time I was in Rugby I got a chance to play against, no, not against, with Kenyans. My mom works at the border here, so I was staying with her for a holiday, and I would cross the border. There was a team called Barthes. Very good team. I used to train with them, and their work ethic on the pitch and all that was so different. I think that's one of the moments in my rugby career that has shaped me. I trained with them, and I felt they were really strong and physical. But then I've also played East African University games. Kenyans are good. Yeah, they're really good. I played them before I lost, and again coming to play them next. I knew what I was going up against, and it's so sad that I lost the game. So the experience playing against Kenya in Kenya, it's really tough because the whole crowd is against you. So it really tests your mental. Few things here and there, but the game was actually good. But it's really tough playing against Kenya in Kenya. The same as playing Uganda in Uganda. It's really tough. It really tests your mental.
Now I want both of you to give me minimum one reason or one thing you feel is different with Ugandan rugby and with Kenyan rugby.
Personally, I feel Kenya rugby is more physical and Ugandan rugby. Then Ugandan rugby is more fancy. That's my mind. It's more fancy than Kenyan rugby. Yeah, I'm going to get a bit deep. Kenyan rugby has very wonderful grassroots development. There's a beautiful stage for when kids leave high school. There's a varsity league, then there's clubs. For Uganda, you leave high school, you go straight to club. You miss all that. There's that development that would make a better player.
How has the experience of Kenya been so far? Like minus the rugby, away from the rugby, how's it been? Have you been anywhere? Have you, how's it been driving on the streets? Is it the same? We know it's not the same. Is it the same as Uganda? Is it not?
For one, there are no borders. In Uganda, as you move within the city center, borders have to be negotiating for you and all that. But yeah, the borders are really free. And you have the city is organized. Very organized. Kampala. For me, the experience off the beach has been so wonderful. It's like, I love that we move with escorts, with police escorts. I was actually very shocked. I'm like, okay, this is serious. Yeah, that's really good. The food, they're really tried. And some things really are foreign to us. We come and like, what is that? Really, it's beautiful stuff.
This one will be a very personal one. Give me as much detail as you can. How was it playing, like in that game against Kenya?
Starting the game, we conceded first, but at that point it was both a mistake. It was honestly tough for us because we have so many young players in the team. We actually have high school players in the team. Inexperience. It was really tough on swallow, and we really wanted to win that game. Actually, at that point in time, we came together as a team, and we're like, we still have this. We actually had it, but with time, they kept putting more in, and it just got out of hand. But it was a good one, but a really tough one. Problem is chances come once. Next year we'll go. I personally came off the bench for the Kenya game. I came onto the pitch maybe 15 minutes to play. A minute or two, I got a yellow card. I was out for 10 minutes. I came back when there were like 3 minutes to play. I made maybe one tackle, 2 tackles, one carry, and I was carried out. I really don't have much to say about the Kenyan game. I hardly played.
I'm going to broaden it a little to there's what you feel maybe you could have done personally, but what you feel as a team worked for you and what maybe didn't work for you.
Personal basis. About the Kenyan game.
Yeah. Like in terms of the maybe you know how you have your systems, yeah. What do you feel you did well in that game as a team, and what do you feel you could have done better?
See, we like coming from last year, really had to scrum set display. But this year we tidied up our set pieces. However, execution of the set piece is lacking. If we are executing, because every time we actually reach 22, we put points in the point. So when we're in our own area, what do we do? Get that set up point, take it out, look for spaces, look for territory. If we had done that well, personally I felt we should have really defended better. We would have defended better because we considered out of mistakes in defense, missed tackles, leaving the fringes open. Yeah. Other than that, efficiency in attack was somewhat good because, like you said, every time we visited the 22, we came out with points. But yeah, defense, yeah, defended better. The game wouldn't have won the way it
Still on the games, what do you feel went maybe wrong in the Uganda versus Zambia game? Or if you don't want to say what went wrong, you can say how you feel you could have done better.
Zambia game, that was really a tough one. Because if we had won the game, we would actually have stood a chance to have stood higher on the loads than we did last year. Because last year we were sick, and that game got us into the sixth final. But I think what we did wrong was our decision making was poor. Very good because so many times we're inside the 22, we got penalties and we decided to literally clear the ball. They would have gone for the free, kept points on the ball. And then also our efficiency because it so happens that you break the line so many times and nothing happens out of that. Break a line, the defense is on the back foot.